We're here in Raymond James Stadium in beautiful Tampa, Florida. Thanks for joining us tonight. Both of these teams hoping that their 13th game will be a lucky one for them as the visiting team square off against the Buccaneers. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his team to victory. This guy has all the tools you look for. Great arm, pocket presence, and the ability to hit a receiver anywhere on the field. There's not too many like this guy, and we could see him put up big numbers in this one.
The Buccaneers have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. They're lined up and ready for the kickoff. Let's get back to the action on the field. Emmanuel in to kick this one off.
Kicking off to start the game. Number 86, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 1. And they're ready to go on offense for the first time.
Number 86 on the return.
Get in there, Lyle. Tiger out.
Closing in. Throws it. Great throw. 4-yard gain on the play.
49 makes the catch. Gain of 4 on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Bradford moves in motion. On the carry. Stiff arms the defender to the ground. A lot of room to work with. The 40, the 50. And they finally make the tackle at the 44-yard line. The Buccaneers have a very well-rounded defense, John. An ideal mixture of size and speed, and if they execute their game plan out there, look out.
You're right. They do have a lot of great athletes on this team. But what impresses me is their discipline. This one could turn out to be a long day for the offensive coordinator.
Gets rid of it, and this pass is completed. Great throw to beat the zone.
I tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
On the 36-yard line.
Get in there. 94. Pop that right.
Man in motion. With the carry, he just gets this one past the sticks. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. It's 1st and 10.
We'll see.
They give it to the halfback. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline.
On the play. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Hand it off to the fullback. Wright picks up about 5 on that run, moving the chains in the process.
Nothing fancy either. He just goes right at the defense to move those chains.
So they have 1st and 10 here. He hands it off. Breaking free. Runs through the tackle. Fullback gets the call, picks up about 5.
5-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Fire out. You got it. Stay guys.
He shakes the defender. It's scooped up. He got close to the end zone, but he just couldn't hang on to the ball.
And the thing is, the offense is thinking they're about to punch again, and boom, they put the ball on the ground, and then they turn it over with nothing to show for the drive that they were able to put together.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. Charles pulls him. Johnston makes the tackle at the 21-yard line. Gain of about 5.
On the play.
That's all you got. Bring that pain, baby. Stay up. Cowboy.
Only one man back. Cross play to the left. Good play in the backfield. Lost about 2 yards.
2 yard loss on the play.
So they face a 3rd and 8. Ball on their own 18. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
18-yard line.
Drops back, looking for room. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. That play wasn't going anywhere.
And that showed great discipline by the defensive line. They were read and run the whole way, and they stuffed it as soon as they handed it off.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. From the 42. Loses the defender. Stiff arm to the ground. He had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Looking upfield. Breaks free of the defender. Picks up 5.
24 with the play. 5-yard gain on the play.
They need 5. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Buccaneers using motion. Dropping back. Under pressure. Slings it out left side. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
Get in there.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Picked off. Sheds the tackle. Phillips was all over that one.
This defense is very disciplined. They never seem to be out of position on plays like that.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10. Charles lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Going to the right. The defender brings him down at the 23-yard line. Gain of 2.
On the play.
The visiting team line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Only a yard by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Tampa Bay comes out in their nickel tackle. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. Trying to convert through the air, but the pass was off the mark. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
Using motion.
Give it all you got, Pete. Come on.
The defensive line wins that battle.
And the thing is, that's where it all starts, with alignment. And whoever can take control and dominate in the trenches is going to have a huge advantage over their opponent.
Second and long. Ball on their own 30. Pressure with the throw. He finds his man. He throws a perfect strike.
That was one heck of a throw. You could see him setting for the pass, then boom, it was gone.
The lineup with 6 defensive backs.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Dropping back, closing in, slings it to the outside. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
Number 11 is looking for a good punt here. Llewellyn lines up deep for the punt return. Fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Charles, the lone setback.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Here come the heat. Let's go.
Anderson sets up. Gets the toss to the right.
Got an inverted face mask on the defense.
He got his hand on the face mask there, and it cost him.
That defender almost pulled his helmet right off.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 40.
Come on, partner.
Using motion. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. The 40. Great play there by number 86.
And that's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball. He's going to move the ball, and he's going to move it with speed.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Stay up, man. Let's go. Come on.
Anderson gets set.
Lead left.
Cross play to the right. And that's a loss of 2.
On the run, 3-yard loss on the play.
Well, neither team has scored as the first quarter comes to a close. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Get out of here.
Charles gets rid of it, and he hits his target. That's 3 times on this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 23-yard line. Passing on first down. Pressure coming. Throwing. And he makes the grab. Good catch by the receiver on that play.
Yeah, he made sure he was in the clear, moved into position, and made the catch.
The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package.
21-yard line.
Come on, get up.
With the pass. Ooh, nearly picked off. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
They line up in the I formation. Tosses it left. Still running. Stiff arm to the ground. Picks up maybe 3 on that carry. Emmanuel comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time. And it's up. The kick sails through the uprights. The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 86, back to return.
Sends it sailing. From the 9-yard line. The offense takes over after they were 3 and out on their last possession.
41 on the return.
Tiger up.
Gray in the backfield.
Ball on the 25.
He tucks it away. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 30. The backs are lined up in an I. Throwing. Incomplete pass. They almost got to him for the sack.
He had no choice but to get rid of the ball.
On the play. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Beaver gets set. Pressure. Throws it. Jumping. It has it. That little dump off will move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy is known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks around. And part of that is because he makes a lot of passes like these. They're almost like long handoffs.
First and 10. Closing in, gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. That one hit him in the hands, but he just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Take him out. Come on, partner. Set. Hit him low.
Gray. A lot of room to work with. Breaking free. Good gain there and a first down.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
The Buccaneers come out in the bunch formation.
On the 45-yard line.
Under pressure, the throw, running with purpose. And again, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, they're getting a good push up front, and the receivers are getting open. They're making a catch. That's what you have to do to get in the end zone.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. Pressure coming. Throwing. Excellent gain on 1st down.
These guys are just out there playing a little pitch and catch. They make it look easy.
Come on now. All right.
They're going with a form of bunch formation here. Beaver fires it in there for a 1st down.
Wow, he really put some mustard on that one. That's what happens when you put everything you've got into a throw.
Snake eyes. Fire out.
Ninth play of this drive. Throwing short to the right side. Big open. Breaks the tackle. He's inside the 10. And it'll be 2nd and less than 2 following that pass for decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got 2nd and short, you can call just about anything and everything. Because if you don't get it on this play, you can always go back out there in 3rd, and you still only need a yard or 2 for the 1st down.
Snake up.
Pressure. Throwing. He hits his receiver. No gain.
Makes the catch. No gain on the play.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Knight didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Dramatica can tie this game up if he can put it through. And it's on its way. The kick is good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Nice catch. Plenty of distance. From the 2-yard line. The offense ready to go again after their last possession resulted in a field goal. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 23. Tosses it out to the left. Not much on that pitch.
On the carry. 1 yard gain on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Tosses it left.
I'll tell you, the defense is getting great penetration, and they're shutting down the run so far.
Third and long. Tampa Bay looks like they're playing fast as they're lined up in the dime. Good push on that play, John.
You got to give a lot of credit to this defense. It doesn't seem to matter who they play. They always do a good job of creating pressure on the quarterback.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Drops back. Goes again. This one falls incomplete. He can't complete that short pass, and it's second down.
Receiver on the play.
So it's second and 10.
Bring the pain.
Beaver sets up. Gets the toss to the right. But he's tackled behind the line by number 9. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on their own 35. Gray in the backfield. Holt goes in motion. Steps up into the pocket. Looking for an option. Incomplete pass. The tight end was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
Time for a punt here as it's now fourth down. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
They'll go from the shotgun.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby.
To the air on first down. The throw drops the interception. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 23.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on. Hit him low.
Under pressure, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. Keeps his feet moving. He was under heavy pressure as he let it go.
Right there, the quarterback was just trying to get rid of the ball, and he ended up making a bad throw.
They'll try to mix things up here, but make sure not to do anything to jeopardize at least a field goal attempt before the half. Dropping back the pass on the first down. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Good coverage scheme there, creating problems for the quarterback.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up their zone. What you want to do is look to the middle of the field or the seam right between the corner and the safety for completion.
John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Beaver sets up. Penalty marker down on the field.
Good ball. Let's start on the offense.
Number 75 moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
Third and long after the penalty. Gray, the deep man. Pressure coming with the throw. Perfect pass. So that was a pickup of about 9.
On the reception, 9-yard gain on the play.
Martin Gramatica comes in to attempt what will be a 44-yard field goal. And it's up. The try is good. Another successful field goal try gives him his second three-pointer of the game. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 16, back to return.
Good distance. From the 3.
No one has really taken control so far in this one. It's still anyone's game.
And now they have a fresh set of downs to work with as they try to get some points before the half. Out of the gun.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Drops back. Pressure with the throw. The visiting team call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They'll need some good yardage here on second down and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball on their own 39. Anderson sends a man in motion. Closing in with the pass. Sheds the tackle. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, visiting team. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone that was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
Emmanuel comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way, and he takes on the extra point. The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 41, back to
Good kick, should be returnable. From the 5. The offense goes back out onto the field after picking up a field goal on their last drive. They're trying to get in range for a last-second field goal attempt before halftime.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Lose it.
Beaver gets set under pressure with the pass. Good throw. Tampa Bay calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. That reception moves the chains, and they pick up a first down.
As a receiver, you have to be ready for any type of pass. He did a good job of hanging on to that last one because it got there in a hurry.
Into the air on first down. Throws it out over to the left. This pass is incomplete. Newman got up and knocked that pass away.
He has a great feel for defending the pass, and he always seems to be in great position to make a play in the ball.
They'll go from the I formation.
On the 39-yard line.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets his hand on it. The defender was able to put the pressure on, forcing the incomplete pass.
Line has to do a better job of protection, or they're going to get their quarterback killed.
It's 3rd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 39. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. It's batted away.
Here's what you do. You start pushing, and if you don't get to him and you see him start to throw, you stop and you get your hands up. And that's what gets you in those passing lanes, and that's how you knock the ball down. The coverage team needs to play more disciplined on this punt because you don't want to give the other team any momentum going into half. They have to stay in their lanes.
They're calling for the punter again, his third kick tonight. Here's the kick. This could be a good return.
Lose it, lose it.
Hand it off to the back.
At the end of the first half, the score is 18-10, Tampa Bay 6.
So before we start the third quarter, here's a quick look at how both teams have fared in the first half. Dramatica comes in to kick off.
Number 16, back deep to the
Nice kick. From the 6-yard line. The visiting team will start this drive from the 24-yard line.
On the return.
Bring the pain.
Anderson gets set. Hand off to the tailback. Loses one tackle. Great move. Picked up 9 on the play.
9-yard gain on the play.
The Buccaneers come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Charles guns it over the middle. So he dropped it and a chance to end the drive.
Here's the key. He was looking at the quarterback the whole way. And when he let it go, he was all over it. He just didn't come up with it.
It's third down and a yard.
Third and 1. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Tosses it out to the right. Charles wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Knight will come into this game with a punt. Spielman looks like he's ready for the return. He's waving for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
The Buccaneers line up in the bunch formation.
First and 10.
Going to the air on first down. Pressure with the throw, and the catch is made. The quarterback really let loose with that throw.
That pass was really gunned in there. The receiver did a nice job of just hanging on to it.
It's second down, 2 to go. Ball on their own 43.
Let's go, come on.
The visiting team come out in the quarter defense. He finds his man. The 40. Good throw, good catch to win the chance.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
That's all you.
Drops back. Closing in, slings it to the outside. He makes a remarkable catch on that play, and that's his third catch tonight. Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 36-yard line. Under pressure, guns it out to the right. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need it.
Incomplete pass. A jarring ball on that.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look on a guy to force the drop pass.
They'll have to really get it because it'll be about a 53-yard attempt. The kick is up. The attempt is good. He's in a groove, his third field goal of the game. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 84, back deep to return.
And a short kickoff. From the 8-yard line.
This one hasn't been decided yet. Each of these teams have played fairly well on both sides of the ball. So I could see this one getting decided by whoever has the last possession.
Only one man back.
Will start the drive at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Pass play here on first down. Throwing short to his left. Big open. Anderson delivers a perfect pass on that throw.
And that shows you the kind of ability he has. That's a pass that was up there for a while, and there's a chance for the defense to convert. But instead, if you get your receiver going up and get the catch, he picks up a nice gain after the catch.
2nd and 3 coming up here. Pressure coming, launching the pass deep down the right side. Incomplete pass. And they tested the secondary with a deep ball right there.
He's got to get better production from this receiver, though. He can't drop them.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Cross play to the right. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
And that's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzers in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 39. Using motion. Hand it off to the back. Charles covered some good ground there.
Hey, nice job up front, holding that block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
Going to the right. Just won't go down. Pickup of about 6 yards.
Ball carried. Gain of 6 on the play.
Eagle left. Cowboy.
They'll go from the I formation. Rushes it out to the right. About a 1-yard loss.
On the carry. Loss of 2 on the play. Third and 6. Ball on the 46-yard line.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Drops back with the pass. He hits his receiver. They move the chains on the 3rd down catch by number 16.
I'll tell you, as far as hands go, this guy's one of the best in the business. He'll go across the middle or get down the field. But you know that he's going to make the catch.
8th play of this drive. Hand it off.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
The offense picks up some free yardage.
The offense will try to force the defense to make stupid penalties like that. Every bit of yardage helps.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Again with the run. The delayed handoff nets them about 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
They're in field goal range. And this is the 10th play of this drive. Give it to the halfback. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline.
3rd and 4. Ball on the 15-yard line.
The visiting team holding on by less than a field goal. The defense has a lot of room to work with. The 30. And the defense comes up with a big interception.
I'll tell you, the one thing you can't do when you get in the red zone is turn the ball over. You have to come away with some sort of points.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
Ball, Cowboy. They got nothing. Got the ball. Set.
Throwing on 1st down. He takes the delayed handoff. The running back gets about 3.
On the carry. 2-yard gain on the play.
We'll see. I don't go. Sideline, D. Sideline to sideline. Bring that play.
Gray setting up play action. This one falls incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Number 59 on the cover.
They need 7. Ball on their own 44. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Jumps and makes the catch. After hauling in that pass, he now has 3 in the game. So 3 and out, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for. Past the goal line, no return here. The visiting team holding on by less than a field goal. Charles He's tackled behind the line. Charles couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Closing in. Rosen hits him in stride. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
We'll see. Set.
He'll get it again.
He keeps pounding away in the ground, and he closes in on 100 yards.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 37. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the visiting team ahead of the Buccaneers 10-9. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
Second and 7. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Snake eyes. Ain't got nothing. Got the ball.
Rosen, great pass. Charles never took his eyes off that pass and brought it in for the reception.
He just makes it look too easy out there.
They'll be faced with a long third down play here. They'll go from the I formation. And he's stopped at the 38-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the counter play. Knight is back to punt. Spielman is the deep return man. Here's the kick, and he chooses not to return this one.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
The Buccaneers line up in trips bunch.
First and 10.
Let's go. Come on. Bring the pain. Ain't
They'll pass on first down. Slings it to the outside. Martin continues to be a reliable target. That's his third catch of the game.
On the play.
They need 6. Ball on their own 27. The Buccaneers can regain the lead with a field goal. The linebacker just unloads on him.
Yeah, that's what this guy did so well. Most guys, once they beat a guy, search for the quarterback. With him, he knows where he is, and he closes on him fast.
It's now 3rd and long after the send. Under pressure with the throw. 4th down. Upcoming after that incomplete pass.
51 on the cover.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. From the 43-yard line. A good return on that punt.
Yeah, he was one block away from getting into the open field and turning this one into a huge return.
Catch the ball, man. Snake eye.
Charles, the deep man. Charles runs over the tackle. Picks up 5. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. The defense lines up in the nickel.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Steps up into the pocket. Throws it over the middle. With the adjustment, he has it. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Anderson sets up, using motion.
Let's go. Come on.
Gets the toss to the right. And he's brought down in the backfield by Holt. They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse, and it went south.
The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. With the pass, and it's complete. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
3rd down and 4 coming up on this one. The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Gets the pass off. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. But when it got to him, it just bounced off his hand.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. And it's up. And so that kick is good. He sends it right through the uprights, his 2nd field goal of the game. Emmanuel is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 86, back to return.
Sends it sailing. Loses the defender. Misses the tackle. Nothing happened for the offense on their last drive as they went 3 and out. They'll go from the I formation.
The 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Back off, DB. Get him low. They got it.
Lost about a yard.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Second and long.
Stay after him.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
And that's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
Nickel back in this time.
6. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Going to the right. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. That play wasn't going anywhere except backwards.
I tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
He's in for his 6th punt of the night. Here's the punt. From the 37-yard line.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now, that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 46. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Pickup of about a yard in the run. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
come the heat. Set. Up. Sideline to sideline.
Anderson with a man in motion. Hands it off to the back. Can't bring it back. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
Here's a look at the third down success rate of each team.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
He gets the count. So he works his way past the marker for a first down.
3-yard gain on the play.
This one is just about in the book. First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. They'll go from the I formation. Charles. The Buccaneers call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Anderson sends a man in motion. Craver. Tampa Bay calls a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. Craver picks up the first on that carry.
You got to give the offensive line a lot of credit on that play. They blew the defenders off the line and gave that runner plenty of lanes to choose from.
Charles lines up behind his fullback in the I. Picked up 9 on the play.
On the carry. 9-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Second and 1. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Yeah, they got one. He can left. Here come the heat. Let's go. Come on. Time it up. Get out.
Again, he'll get the call. Looks like he just made it past the mark. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Ain't got nothing.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. Second and long.
Give it all you got.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Get in there.
Third and 14. Ball on the 24-yard line. That's the end of the game. The final score is 13, Tampa Bay 9.
This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long. Number 86 is our horse trailer player of the game tonight.